I'm going to record on. Good morning, Jeremy. How are you today?
Good morning, Carmie. Doing great.
Hey guys, I'm here with Jeremy Maddox from Main Street Mortgage this morning. I was sitting here yesterday and I got this text from Jeremy about different ways of qualifying. I love a creative mind, so I'm always real happy when people kind of think outside the box. And he and I got talking about this little listing that I listed recently, and I'm going to be sitting an open house on it Saturday from 12 to 4, 1825 Pine Street in Arnold. It's a real sweet little listing. It's a 2 bedroom, 1 bath. They converted part of the garage into a family room, and it is on sewer and water. And most of the stuff in Arnold's on septic. So this is kind of a little bit of a rarity here. It backs up to the old golf course, which we now reference as the Meadow. But it's got, it's just a sweet little house. It's got a fairly clean pest report, and it's got a roof that was put on in 2019, excuse me. But we started talking about different loan programs, and it's one of those things where you always hear about interest rates. They're raising interest rates, they're raising interest rates. What people aren't really talking about is more of the neutral market. Since the interest rates have been raised in April, the market has become way more neutral, which allows opportunities for people to get into real estate investment. People still really need homes, and this property is listed at 315, so it's a great candidate for some of these first-time home buyers or people who are not in a home now. If they're in a rental, these type of properties are just a real great opportunity for people to get into a real estate investment, to have a real estate portfolio. So I was talking to Jeremy about this, and he was kind enough to work up some different scenarios, but we kind of wanted to talk about a few of the loan programs. I think there's a big misconception about people, how they qualify and if they can qualify. And so it's really great that we have an opportunity to bring in a professional here and talk a little bit about the loan programs, and especially something like this house for 315 that's relatively affordable considering the rents today in the market.
Yes. And a lot of people are going to qualify for that house, and it's probably going to sell pretty fast because I've got a handful of people that are looking for something in that price range due to their income. And with incomes around here, there's a lot of people over, which is why we started talking, people that work in the trade industry or in the hospital, and they've been going to school for a few years. And those 2 years count as their 2 years of employment. And they might just be the first month on the job. There's no reason for them to be renting. They should step into some of these programs. There's FHA, VA, USDA, all these programs that will work for somebody to put a minimal amount of money down. Huge misconception that you have to put 20% down or a large down payment. And a lot of people right now with 3.5% down on FHA loans are getting into homes with minimal amount of money out of pocket because FHA has really improved things for the population.
So just leading into that, what I recall about FHA, I mean, because it's been a couple of years since we've actually been able to get, people who live here into houses. Our market has been, so voracious with overbids, and it's been really hard for people to compete. What the 3.5% that's required down can even be a gift, right? I mean, if they have a gift letter from a parent or a great aunt or somebody, so it doesn't even have to. Go ahead. Sorry.
Any family member can contribute a gift letter or gift funds to someone. And on a typical house like that, you're looking at it's like, I think it's on that sheet you have, it's maybe $11,000 down. A little over $10,000 or $12,000 puts you into that house. And some people might just have that sitting in their savings account and willing to gift it to, somebody that just got out of school. And
well, especially
living in Arnold, right there.
Especially for home ownership.
Sure.
I mean, that's a great gift. I mean, $11,000 is, not a ton of money for a lot of folks. And if they can help somebody into home ownership, we can do that with, these FHA programs. Now, there are some requirements that the house has to have, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but, they need to have, a clear roof and a clear pest, right? Those are two items, I believe, on no peeling paint for these FHA loans. Is that correct?
Couple of small, yeah. couple of small details where it just has to be, you know, the roof doesn't leak and the thing is really sustainable to be a nice house. No, chipping paint is an issue, but a lot of times, personally, I have gone to a person's house that they are purchasing with a roller, and I painted walls and a deck and just really quick got it over with so we could close in 20 days.
Doing what it takes to get it done. I love that. And again, back to
You're
creative
done.
mind, not letting anything stop you. So, yeah, so
No one
there's
else
a
is, sometimes no one else is going to do it. You just have to go do it.
exactly. So there's a lot of great, opportunities here. And so I'm holding this house open. Jeremy is welcome to, I mean, he's willing to pre-qualify you this weekend if you guys decide you want to come take a look. I'm going to be baking some cookies, so come on by and take a look. But I did want to share something with you before, before we hop off here. And that's the flyer that Jeremy provided for us. And I'll link this to the information so that you just have a general synopsis. I mean, when you're starting looking, it's always best to go and talk to a professional like Jeremy so that you know what you're looking at. You know what type of house you can afford, you know what the requirements are for the loan program. But, don't sit on your hands and wait because interest rates are high. Really, it's just more of a neutral market to where you can actually afford to get into something, even with the higher interest rates. I see this every day where people are just hammering the interest rates, the feds are going up, and they're just sitting waiting. What they're not talking about, and Jeremy can speak to this too, is our inventory. I mean, in Arnold through Dorrington, which is a huge area, we have 17 listings. This is one of I think there's only 2 listings under 350. There's this one and one other. So, it's an opportunity when these houses that are clean and able to qualify for these types of financing come on the market.
Right.
So,
There's not a lot of inventory. As one friend of mine in the loan industry said a long time ago, God made dirt and he ain't making any more.
right.
And so we have that inventory problem up here. Everybody is scooping it up, and we've found what I call this to be the Hamptons of San Francisco. Everybody wants to come up here on vacation. It's a second home. That has caused everybody to realize, especially during COVID, it's so easy and acceptable to work from home. So second homes have now become main homes, and there are obviously a lot larger population that's here. You can reach out to us at Main Street Mortgage anytime. Our doors are open. We're downtown next to the V in Main Street, Murphy's. Come have a cup of coffee. You get that small town feel, which you don't get in a lot of other places in the big city. And our doors are always open, so stop in. Mark Hughes is there. Jordan, great help. Our team is fantastic with making things smooth and transactions tight.
Yeah, it's great. And who doesn't want to visit Murphy's? So, I mean, that's, Murphy's is such a historic little town, lots to do there. But real quick, I want to share this screen and then I'll show you, just the workup real quick. And I will also link this here so you can print it. It does have Jeremy's phone number, which we'll put on the link below. And get pre-qualified, come by and see me at the open house. And definitely there's lots of opportunities in this marketplace. So this is just some examples of what different programs that are available for this house. And this house not only will qualify for FHA, but it would also be a great second home, full-time home, or short-term rental. So there's lots of opportunities for this one. Inherently, my mind always goes to people who live here because it's been a problem with affordability. So I always love to see people that, live and work here be able to get into these homes. So that's why we're, talking about the FHA. So I will link this in this information down so that you have it, and link Jeremy's phone number if you guys have any questions on the lending industry. And he's super knowledgeable. I can tell you for sure, I've worked with Main Street Mortgage many times over the years and had nothing but great things to say. My clients are always happy when they choose to work with them. So anything else, Jeremy? You got anything else you want to share?
No, thanks, Carmie. Bottom line, no one's ever said, and I myself is included, I'm sorry I bought a house.
Right.
I don't know anybody that's really gone down that road. So if you have the opportunity, try it out. As you can see in the spreadsheet there, you can leverage your money by doing as little down as possible. despite interest rates, what they were before, what they're going to be in the future, their charts don't lie. And
Right.
it's just better to have home ownership.
It is. And then any equity that you put in it, if you put paint, if you put kitchen, if you put like this one, I mean, you could potentially, even though it's a one bath, it's on sewer. So it would be an easier type of home to do a remodel and maybe put in an additional bath at a different date, you know. So there's lots of things you can do here. And home ownership is just, it's an awesome thing to be able to have. And, you know, you're not paying rent, and rents are expensive here. I mean, our rental market has really gone up. So this is a
It's
great
definitely
opportunity. And yeah, definitely give myself or Jeremy a call. I'll be here, like I said, Saturday. This is April 1st, and from 12 to 4. So come by and see me and have a cookie and say hello and take a look at this great little house. So, and I hope you have a
Thanks,
great
Carmie.
day. Thanks. See you later.